Who is Jonah Hex? Jonah Hex first appeared in All-Star Western 10. Our story begins in Missouri. There was a gang searching the state looking to find and murder fugitive Mormons who might have taken refuge with nearby houses. The gang approaches their next house, and they are met by Jonah Hex. Rather than let them into his home, he began to attack them with an axe, eventually killing each one of them. Just before Woodson killed the last of them, his wife Virginia stepped out with their newborn child in her arms. The child's name was Jonah Hex. Some years later, Woodson had fallen into alcoholism and was abusive toward his wife and child. One day, Woodson began to beat Virginia. Then the young boy grabs a gun and points it at his father. Woodson suddenly grabbed the gun from him, dislocating the boy's arm and dragging him outside to be beaten. Virginia then grabbed the gun and pointed it at her husband. She warned him to leave until he was sober. While Woodson was gone, Virginia packed up to leave with the traveling salesman, leaving Jonah to deal with his father alone. When Woodson arrived later, he decided that he and his son should seek fortune in California. As they arrive, they are confronted by an Apache tribe. In order to allow him passage through their land, he sells his son Jonah. Jonah was raised as an Apache. Although the chief's son Taunty did not accept him, the teasing would only stop when a beautiful girl in the tribe named Whitethorn would stand up for Jonah. Jonah and Whitethorn had developed a crush on each other. Taunty also shared Jonah's affections for a young girl and grew very jealous. One night, Jonah and Taunty faced their last challenge to become men. They were to sneak into another tribe's camp and steal horses. A battle broke out with the tribe. Suddenly, Taunty attacked Jonah. After the attack, Jonah was left for dead. He was later discovered by some frontiersmen. From there, Jonah joined these rebels in the Civil War. During the war, he was shot and caught by Colonel Arkham. He knew of Jonah's childhood as an Apache and ordered that an example be made of him. Jonah was then tied to a cross on a raft. Then he was brutally whipped until he began to float away down the Cumberland River. He was later found downstream by some villagers and nursed back to health. Jonah eventually returned to the Apache tribe and was welcomed by his adoptive father. However, Taunty had lied about Jonah's fate to the tribe, and Jonah had come for revenge against him. The chief decided to let them fight for honor. They would duel, but only tomahawks could be used as weapons. As they begin to fight, they both tumble down a cliff out of sight from the others. Taunty then kicked Jonah in the groin. Jonah responded by thrusting a knife into his throat. Though it had been Taunty who had cheated first, Jonah was to be punished. The chief agreed to let Jonah live, but he would be given the mark of the demon, to show that he is a man of both good and evil. The chief heated a tomahawk, and then pressed the searing blade onto Jonah's face. He then left the tribe and began to take bounties. He would go on to become the most feared bounty hunter in the West. Please like this video and subscribe for more unknown comic origins.